person's interests, or it could be the person was blackmailed and they're told, hey, you know what, this is a specific code we want you to introduce. You don't even need to know what it does.
Hey, Brian, you could also have a guy like SBF, right, who just cleans people's accounts out. What do you think about that?
Yeah, but can you be more specific? I mean, like, what kind of things that one single developer can do?
I have no interest in making this an exercise of specifics. We're keeping this.
I think what Brian said, Hansel, is that he doesn't know. And let me just jump in there. Exactly. So yes, in traditional. Exactly.
That's what I'm trying to expose. All right.
You're not exposing anything. You're trying to steer the conversation with a tactical.
Wait, Brian, hold on. In traditional software development, sorry, Hansel. In traditional software development, yes, developers push code to production, and there are tests that are done on that code. And yes, in some cases, you could have a developer that hides a backdoor or code in there. That has never happened in Bitcoin's history. And the reason why is the way that the code is reviewed by the core devs and by the public in general. This is an open source project. BIPs are reviewed like exhaustively before they're even picked up by devs and considered for an introduction into the network. Like, if you don't know the exhausting steps that takes place in order for a bit of code to become part of the network, then you can't criticize it, man, because you just don't have the device. And JP, I'll finish up this.
Wait, everybody, hold on. Let me just say this. If you guys are going to speak nerd speak like devs, I don't know what the fuck that is.
A developer.
Please translate. Thank you.
Sorry. And I wanted to comment on something JP said earlier. When I first heard about Bitcoin, talked about it, I was speaking to one of the core devs, developers, sorry, and in just by chance, Bitcoin cost $200 at the time. I felt 100% about it, like exactly like you did, JP, like literally. And it took me about probably 8 years of like intensive study to understand why that's not true, why crypto's bullshit. I lost a lot of money fucking around with centralized bullshit crypto coins, and until finally, after 8 years of deep study, came to the realization, the understanding that I have, which is that yes, Bitcoin is as important as the IP protocol or the internet, and from someone who's very successful in the markets before, and playing and testing stuff, 100% Bitcoin.
Jimmy, let me ask you a question. I don't know if it's Bitcoin or not, because I don't speak the language you people speak, but I have a question. Sam Bankman-Fried, how the fuck did he get away with that? How did that? Where were the things in place to stop him from doing that and people losing their livelihoods? Where was that, Jerry?
The entire crypto, not Bitcoin, crypto market is a fucking scam. It is a bullshit scam of hundreds of billions of dollars, and people who fuck with that are either taking advantage of you or scam you or just fucking the idea that their shit smells like roses. So SBF was part of the crypto community. He had nothing to do with actual Bitcoin only. He was a fucking scam artist, just like the entire shitcoin industry.
And then you go next, and I'll go to Hanson. But let me say this, Jeremy. I say this respectfully because we're friends online. But you're saying everybody else is a scam, but not my guys. My guys are good. Trust us. Okay.
Just out of curiosity, did anybody ever find out whether or not CVE 2018-17144 was deliberately introduced? I don't think so. And there's a handful of other CVEs that were uncovered in Bitcoin Core as well, pretty recently even, right? Most of them obviously were just denial of service, but it kind of goes without saying.
We don't know. I don't know what you're
talking about. Sure. I'll reduce it. See, software security is something of a thing that I do. So I kind of tend to get lost in the weeds, but I won't this time. That's why I want to keep it high level, right? Weeding out false negatives, right? Things that aren't found, right, is a notoriously difficult problem in the software security realm, right? And you got plenty of examples of defects, security vulnerabilities in Bitcoin Core, right? Yes, they were discovered. Yes, patches were released to address them. No, it's not obvious whether or not they were deliberately introduced. The risk is tangible. The risk is there. There's no way to know whether or not any of these have been surreptitiously exploited. There's no way to know whether or not there's any that haven't been disclosed, haven't been uncovered yet, and haven't been exploited, right? And in the end, we keep forgetting the reason why crypto bros preach so hard about crypto is because unlike traditional currencies that are backed by the military might of the countries that steal them, crypto has no such thing other than the saints and the people that buy into it. I'm gonna exit on this. I'm gonna put a few things on my page. My gold standard, Nixon era, took off the gold standards. We got like oil standards. Oil standards, Saudi Arabian money ended. Isn't it funny how we get Bitcoin as soon as Saudi Arabia exit the market and Russia and China want nothing to do with Bitcoin? Let me tell you something. If America's embracing Bitcoin, it's because they control it. Because the American government will never, ever get into bed with something they don't control. That's what we do well. And that's what we're going to force everyone else to jump on the next bandwagon until that shit goes bust in 50 years. We are so gullible and delusional that the facts that this is right in front of us. How is it that Bitcoin become embraced by the same government at the same time we decide the government is being blown up? This is just obvious, people. But what do I know? I'm just a cynic and a skeptic and an idiot that keep my money in things I can feel and touch. That's all I'm saying.
Architect, okay, so let's have you, everybody hold on a second, man. Jordan, are you there? Marshall, are you there? Yeah, Jordan or Marshall? Hanson, I know what you're trying. Hold on, I'm trying to say something. Jordan, are you there? So I gotta get nowhere. I'm gonna do this. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. Yes. I don't wanna make handle moderators so they don't beat each other up. All right, guys, I gotta go. Good room. Be safe, be well.
I just want to say,
Why? Well, if your husband died, how are you going to take care of your children without property? That's why basically every society allows women to own property in some form or another. Now, it's true that in the Middle Ages, for example, very few women own property because very few men own property. Most men own property because of feudalism. Okay, most people were peasants, they were tenants, right? But women could own property to the same degree that men could in the Middle Ages, Rome. I mean, what that guy said earlier is not actually true. If you're a Sir Juris, whether you're a man or a woman, you could own property. But if you were not, you could not.
ED has affected my confidence. My wife, Sherry, says it doesn't matter, but it matters to me. I found him. The app is easy. It's on my phone. I can order anytime I want. Him has been the difference in my confidence.
It was better for both of us.
Get treatment for ED with doctor-trusted medication. Get started today at hims.com.
I don't know why these Muslims are like cracking.
Yeah, can you articulate, Nizam, can you come up here, or maybe, I don't know if Ahmed agrees with you, can you come up here and maybe address what it is? Back then, I'm just trying to figure out how that's going to work. And articulate your, damn, I want to allow you a chance to like engage with the director, because I don't.
Thank you. I mean, again, look, the thing is, like, these rooms are good, right? As a Muslim, I love course, these rooms are great. I want Muslims to be here. I want Muslims to engage with you guys and have conversations and have their ideas critiqued and learn how to listen by the property. That's all well and fine. However, anyone that insults the prophets, let me read the comments here. Muhammad was such a liar, he killed women and men for adultery. Yeah, after that into like sex, versus girls, and versus wine, these kind of comments are not okay. They're just not okay. And I think me, alongside all the Muslims, would not tolerate or moderate and remove where comments such as these are passed, especially like there needs to be a certain amount of respect with them. And there's no place for such comments in the conversation.
Well, that's, you know what's kind of about that, Nizam, is I actually kind of, I think that there should be like a different route. Like when he says Muhammad killed women for adultery or killed people for adultery, well, okay, and I mean, look, in Christianity, in the Old Testament, people were put to death for adultery. And in the New Testament, people were supposed to be put to death for adultery. At least they were trying to carry it out. So I don't.
That's a fair comment. No, that's a fair comment. You're right.
Like,
okay, hold on. So
in other words, let's put it this way. Muhammad killed people for raping, pillaging, and being a pedophile to a bunch of different people and killing a bunch of people. Muhammad killed,
that's just the first one. Yeah, no, you're right. Actually, that's a good point. That's a good point. What about? Okay. What about this? What about this? What about this? Muhammad was such a lie. Do you think that comment is appropriate?
Yeah, I don't think that's really necessary to do to promote in that way. I mean, you may think he's saying falsities, and I don't know, it's kind of tough because
it's such a but hold on. My question is such a comment required not? That's all I'm saying.
This is my child, by the way. This is a child on your behalf. We take a shot of it.
Wait, what?
How is it?
Bro, I'm not talking to you, man. Good luck.
Okay,
but yeah, so Andrew, at what point, just let me know, at what point do you guys, like,
no, look.
Fair enough, like, you can, yeah.
No, Nizam, I hear what you're saying, and I think there's a difference between, like, just trying, and I agree with you, right? I think Sam should agree with this too. Like, Nizam, you and Muslims who want their faith to be spread and want people to learn and get critiqued and engage with others, we should both be able to agree that we want that, and that, from Sam and my point of view, we think our respective views are correct. Like Sam thinks that one is false. I think it's false for different reasons, probably. Well, some silly
reasons. You see, like, when you say it like that, right? When you articulate it like that, like, I don't feel offensive. Like, I don't feel like you mean it in a funny way. I think your language matter. And you're right, maybe it's not at the level of, like, insult.
Lord, secret and most holy, source of light, source of light, source of light, source of liberty, be thou ever constant and mighty within us, source of energy, fire of motion, with diligence let us ever labor with thee, that we may remain in thine abundant joy. Make your life to turn ever about itself now with me, now in thy season. Be thou favorable to hunters and travelers, and to all men that toil upon the earth, and to all mariners upon the sea. Joy, with light, be thou already died by the hand of the maiden, in thine eyes is gladness.
Protection. This is for protection. This is for protection.
Why are you instinctively defending the skin? If it's not a
That's what this very great country of America says. We arm ourselves to protect ourselves from vigilantes.
Okay. All right. We'll see how it goes.
From aggression. That's what we do here as Americans, right? That's the good American thing to do.
Yeah, but somehow this doesn't happen. It doesn't happen that people stab other people.
But it does. That's what it does.
It's a very usual story. Because it happens in the news. That's very usual.
Yeah, that happened.
I did. I guess you can point out.
Make sure you tune in motherfuckers podcasts to where and saying them and expressing that people with all of this shit. Be careful with your words.
Feel through the silence and the softness, all the tension of the steel. Your hair was full of roses, under my flesh was full of thorns. From the midnight came upon us, for a million breaking bombs. All night shifting, my dishonor, my Selena, where you paid for the dance that turned to earning. Oh, sunny land of Spain, my dishonor, my Selena, more delicious than a job, with your hair aflame with roses, and your lips alight now. Shall I see, shall I kiss you once again? I wander far from the sunny land of summer to the icy polar star. I shall find you, I shall have you. I am coming back again from the certain fog to seek you in the sunny land of fame. I shall find you, my Gitana, my Sevilla, alone with your hair flame with roses and your body gay with gold. I shall find you, I shall have you in the summer in the south, with our passion in your body and our love in your mouth. With our wonder and our worship be the world aflame of you. My Gitana, my Sevilla, I am coming back to you. The pentagram, dedicated to Henry Foreman. In the year of the primal force, in the dawn of terrestrial birth, man mastered the mammoth and horse, and man was the lord of the earth. He made him an hollow skin from the heart of an holy tree. He compassed the earth therein, and man was the lord of the sea. He controlled the vigor of steam, he harnessed the lightning for hire, he drove the celestial team, and man was the lord of the fire. Deep mouthed from their throne of deep seated, the choirs of the